Two companies. Two artists. Two moments that broke this week. And in both cases, the thing that mattered most was what the company chose not to say. Zhang Linghe's fandom was in open revolt over a casting rumor. Wang Churan was standing in the middle of Sanlitun, completely unfiltered, while strangers pointed their phones at her face. On paper, these stories have nothing to do with each other. One is a fan protest. The other is a street appearance. But look closer, and both stories are really about the same question: when a company stays quiet, who ends up writing the narrative instead? Rabbit News Hallyu is here for exactly that kind of question, the one most coverage skips past on the way to the headline. Start with Zhang Linghe. His global fan base did not stay quiet. According to fan statements circulating this week, several fans who had already won lottery slots for an offline meet and greet, through data analysis and by spending money on qualifying purchases, say their participation was revoked, with the company citing extreme rights defense behavior as the reason. What actually triggered that label, according to the fans involved, were their own Weibo posts objecting to a rumored drama pairing, their idol cast opposite an actress from the same agency, in a project fans have been calling by the working title C-ent. Some of the excluded fans say they had already booked flights and hotel rooms based on the original lottery results, a concrete cost they attribute directly to the exclusion, though the company has not issued its own public account of the sequence of events. Here is the detail worth sitting with. The company never actually said the fans were wrong to object to the casting. It said their objection method was extreme. That is a narrower claim than it looks, and narrower claims usually mean the company is trying to avoid a bigger argument, the one about whether the casting itself was fair. It also helps to know this isn't the first time this fan base has organized around a business decision. Earlier this year, according to fan accounts, similar collective pressure around billing order and brand treatment reportedly preceded changes fans read as favorable outcomes. That history matters, because it means the current campaign isn't an isolated outburst, it's a fan base that says it has tested this kind of pressure before and seen it move outcomes. Whether that pattern holds this time, with a live casting decision and a rival agency involved, is still an open question. The production company, the agency, and Zhang Linghe's own studio have not issued a joint statement addressing the rumor directly, and that gap is where the fan campaign is operating. Now hold that thought and go to Beijing. On August 17, Wang Churan showed up at a Dior event in Sanlitun, and the photos that spread afterward were not studio photos. They were taken by ordinary bystanders on their phones, and they moved fast online, with many commenters praising her appearance in what they described as unedited natural light, some calling the look a goddess descending, a phrase rooted in fan enthusiasm rather than a verifiable claim. Though the underlying pattern is documented regardless, strangers with no professional equipment produced the images that defined her day online. She wore a pale blue jacquard halter dress, dark waved hair, a metal belt at the waist. Onlookers described her skin as clear under natural light, with no visible retouching, an observation from people at the scene, not a studio claim. She did not get straight into the car afterward. Attendees reported that she stopped to take letters from fans and answered them one by one. That is the second appearance of the pattern. No official photo studio controlled the story of Wang Churan's afternoon. Random people with phones did. And the company let that happen. Context helps explain why this particular appearance carried weight. Wang Churan was named a Dior brand ambassador in March of this year, and reporting at the time noted she moved straight into that role without the brand friend trial period some ambassadors go through first, a faster track than usual. Her profile has also been climbing on the strength of a recent costume drama role that drew mixed reactions early on but picked up more positive commentary about her range as the show progressed. Put those two threads together and the Sanlitun appearance wasn't a random outing, it was a brand testing whether an artist whose stock is actively rising could hold up under zero production control, in full daylight, surrounded by strangers holding phones instead of professional cameras. So here is the actual question underneath both stories. In Chinese entertainment right now, when does a company's silence protect an artist, and when does it just leave a vacuum that someone else fills? For Zhang Linghe's side, the silence has a cost. His fan club's statement made three separate asks. one to the production company to keep casting decisions fair, one to the agency to stop what fans describe as trading his career opportunities for a co-star's positioning, one to his own studio to reject the pairing outright. As of this writing, the studio has not issued a public response to any of it. Online reaction is split. A large share of commentary sides with the fans and criticizes the company's handling of the meet and greet cancellations. But a meaningful minority pushes back the other way, arguing that a company managing event safety and casting logistics is well within its rights, and that fans inserting themselves into casting decisions sets an uncomfortable precedent for how much creative control a fan base should have over an actor's slate. Both readings are circulating. Neither one is settled. That tension is the actual story, not just the outrage. For Wang Churan, the silence reads differently, and this is where the industry meaning starts to separate the two cases. In modern brand ambassador marketing, an unretouched bystander photo that performs well is not a failure of image control. It can be the opposite, a signal that the look and the persona hold up without a filter, which is a harder thing to fake than a polished campaign still. A company that lets that kind of image circulate unchecked isn't necessarily being careless. It may be making a calculated bet that authenticity, in this specific case, sells better than control. That is a narrower claim than authenticity always beats a controlled campaign. This is one appearance, one brand, one moment, and it should not be read as a universal marketing rule. But within this specific case, the bet appears to have worked, the look held up, and the story that spread was a flattering one. There's a broader pattern worth naming carefully here, without overstating it. Fan campaigns in C-ent have, in a number of documented cases, shown real ability to influence billing, brand treatment, or casting conversations when they organize around a specific, well-evidenced grievance. That is not the same as saying fan pressure always wins, or that every studio will eventually fold. It means organized fan pressure is one input among several that a company weighs, alongside contracts, platform relationships, and the production company's own casting math, and in this specific case, that input has not yet produced a visible result. Meanwhile, brand marketing has been moving in something closer to the opposite direction, away from tightly controlled studio imagery and toward moments that look accidental, because unscripted moments read as more credible to audiences who have grown skeptical of anything that looks staged. Wang Churan's Sanlitun appearance fits that second pattern closely. Zhang Linghe's fan campaign fits the first one, still mid-story. That is the contrast the two studios are actually running. One company's silence created a vacuum that fans filled with frustration and unresolved demands. The other company's silence created a vacuum that strangers filled with flattering, viral photos. Same tactic, say nothing, let the public generate the story, with opposite outcomes, because the underlying material being left uncontrolled was completely different. Zhang Linghe's silence sits on top of an unresolved fairness dispute. Wang Churan's silence sits on top of a genuinely strong public appearance. Silence does not create outcomes on its own. It just removes friction and lets whatever is actually true underneath rise to the surface faster. Which brings the anomaly back one final time. In both stories, official images or statements have been almost absent from the record. Not a rumor. Not a leak. Just a documented gap. One company hasn't answered its own fan base, and the other company hasn't needed to answer for a look that photographed itself. What that gap reveals, in each case, is not a hidden intention we can prove. It's a risk being taken. Zhang Linghe's studio is betting that waiting out the criticism costs less than intervening in a live casting decision. Wang Churan's team is betting that letting the internet keep the receipts costs nothing at all, because the receipts are good. One of those bets still has an outcome pending. The other one, this week at least, already paid off. This doesn't tell us how either studio handles the next controversy, and it shouldn't be read as a fixed industry formula. But it offers a narrower, useful takeaway. In C-ent right now, silence is not neutral. It's a choice with a direction, and which direction it points usually depends on what a company already knows before the public finds out. If you're the kind of viewer who wants the story behind the story, not just what happened, but why it happened this way, that's what Rabbit News Hallyu is built for. Subscribe if you want analysis, not just updates.